Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of MTG Arena Run. Today we are. Oh, I actually need to switch this on so I can get them in-game audio. But anyway, doing something really quick. Did not realize today was 9-3, and that is Yargle Day. So this one's just a this one's a free event. They do give you they give you 900 XP for the first win, 300 XP for the second win. Yargle Day comes with some special emblems. I think it still hasn't changed. Like, for example, frog spells you cast cost 2 less to cast, so the Yargles you have will only cost 3 instead of 5. And, ooh, this one, yeah, still the same. Whenever a frog enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature, draw a card, and that frog gains all the abilities of the sacrificed creature. So we get our choice of 5 different decks. So black, blue, green, red, white, different flavors of Yargle. We're gonna start with the black one. We'll go through all 5 of them, and I'm gonna do this really quickly because I am kind of scheduled to do a draft later. But interesting to note, they updated it to add some of the latest cards, but otherwise nothing too spec. Also note that let's double check the wording on that emblem. It's whenever it enters, so it would have already entered the battlefield, so it does not combine well with ETBs. But it does combine well with all the other abilities here. So we're not going to go through each deck very deeply, but we're going to do as much as we can. So probably should also... I need to also verify how I sounded like because I did move this around. So we do have Swamp Cycling. We have a turn 2 Gifted Aetherborn. Don't like that the removal is expensive, but we will keep this. Opponent is playing blue Yargle. We'll just do one game with each deck, see how it goes. Well, at least we got the turn 1, turn 2 play. So Vampire into Gifted Aetherborn. It will be really sad if we have to cycle, but we will cycle. In fact, one can argue that the best bet is to probably actually cycle this now instead of playing Gifted Aetherborn. No, I'm gonna put some pressure. Let's play that for now. There's a chance we might draw into it. These are standard 60 card decks, so slightly less than 50%, so not so great. Opponent actually got the Watery Grave Shipyard Marsh. They're playing their own Yargle. Nothing to sack. Oddly enough, we probably want to swing first, get our hits in before... Okay, see, we did draw into that. So we'll swing first. Opponent probably just takes... And we're going to actually decline this one. We don't have a way to... Opponent just goes for the throat, so that's fine. We're going to be taking 9. So at least we did not lose 2 cards in the process. Wall Scourge is pretty good. So I actually am going to go Swamp Cycling because we do have one removal spell. It's admittedly kind of expensive. And yeah, we'll cast this for regular. Curate. Okay, the fact our opponent is going through card draw is actually kind of good for us. Yeah, we'll take. Kind of big beats. Yeah, I guess let's just pile on this one. And probably do not want another Yargle, but I will take a Venomous Changeling. So this actually does tell us something about the blue deck. So like so far, I've only seen the Yargle. I don't think maybe our opponent just didn't hit any of the. Okay, they just hit another Yargle. Nothing to sack. Well, they might have something to play. Additional to play now. Broker's Veterans puts a shield counter. Interesting. So I could sack one of those, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna hold back the Vampire of the Dire Moon. Because I suspect our opponent's gonna, yeah, just give up the Broker's Veteran. And we're gonna play our own Yargle. And not sack anything quite yet. Though there is an argument for going on the Vault Scourge because it forces our opponent to have an answer. We'll do that next turn. I was actually supposed to do this a little bit earlier, but unfortunately there was some technical constraints. Like I had to learn how to reset my V8, the V8 sound card. Turns out you have to hold down 2 buttons. Then realize, and there's no way to tell which button was the other one you hold down with the power button. Thank goodness there are people who made videos for this. You should also be very careful about playing such a big board, I guess. But looks like our opponent's looks like our opponent did the dirty give up. Though to be fair, it's possible there might have been technical constraints. I've actually been a victim of that myself. I pretty much learned that you definitely want to turn off, if you're using Vibert, you definitely want to turn off the caller ID function, because even if you turn off the call, it will just intrusively pop up, even if you don't, even when you're on game mode. So it really it kind of ruins the experience. Also, basically a very unwanted kind of an unwanted feature, so to speak. Like if I don't see the number, it probably means I never really notice who the person was to begin with. So that's a bit off the cuff already. Sometimes it's nice to know, oh, it's this person, but given that it's personally inputted, it probably does not matter to begin with. Definitely think this. Holding this one back because this probably does not matter. If our opponent comes back, they most likely just block the Gifted Aetherborn, so no, they're forced to block Yargle. In which case, then I play my other Yargle and just go. But looks like our opponent really dropped. So there is that. Let's see if our opponent does come back. I think this is a no comeback situation already. Burning to timeout. Burning to timeout is usually enough to kind of end it already. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Very quick win for Bargle. So Black Bargle. We'll do blue next, since that's the one we ran into. But we're gonna try every deck. So let's claim. Slightly peeved that they're giving us the XP at a time when we don't really need it. But there is a free card that comes with it, I think, so that's fine. No, I think that's just part of the rewards track. It's still very helpful though, if you haven't been playing that much. So let's take a look at the blue Bargle. So what were a little less convinced about this one. There are a lot, yeah, it's a lot of ETB effects, so it's super. So it's super weird to make this work. There are a few death triggers, so yeah, I think this one's probably the weaker one. So because you have to remember the frog or Yargle already entered the battlefield, so you're not gonna get the ETB effect again. It's not the replacement effect, so we're not getting the benefit of that. So definitely keeping this one though. Yeah, a bunch of flyers, quite decent. No Yargle, but I'm going to keep this one. Also, I can lower my electric fan already. It's not that. So turn two, we're going for eight. So we're going for Aven Heart Stabber. Probably just go flyers. That might be our strategy for this particular. Ooh, looks like you. Looks like Bargle is the popular one. So actually copying the death trigger is nice because this is a sacrifice effect. So what we're gonna do is it's unfortunately just -1 -0, so it's not so great. Definitely gonna go. Opponent's gonna consider. We're probably gonna search for that also with our micromancer. But the plan is we're gonna chump block this one, sack. Do I sack this one? Because, well, it's a way to get multiple mills and draw 2 cards. Might be worth it. It's a shame that this one's only -1 -0, so it's. And opponent draws second card. Still gonna do it because this is gonna. Okay, there goes one Yargle. Yeah, we will block. So there's our second Yargle. So let's see. We can Halo Forger for Ronus Vortex is actually a decent option. Gives us a 3/1 flyer. Might just play the micro. Yeah, let's go for it. No kicks, no need to kick. Kind of cleared the board that way, but our opponents, we still have a full grip too, but our opponent has even more of a full grip. Not really very convinced about this deck. When it gets their Yargle. So I can swing first with Halo Forger. Probably just drop a Micromancer because that can block this one profitably. So this time we decline because because we're probably gonna pitch it to the second one. Yeah, this is unfortunately search, so no card draw. This does have the potential to go through your deck quite a bit. But it's gonna be looking like the Yargle game, where whoever can land a Yargle and have it stick is gonna be the one that's likely to win. We saw that Mono Black had a lot of very good creatures with decent abilities. Opponent goes for their own Micromancer, probably their own Ronus Vortex. Yep, they got for their own Ronus Vortex, so now we're not incentive. Well, they're going to probably bounce our Yargle. We'll take 9, that's fine. Okay, so it's now Yargle Town. Oh, and it's legendary, so probably do not want to do that. Oh, you do get to draw a card part as well. Yeah, probably don't want to do that. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I probably should have just played the Micromancer right there. Halo Forger. Yeah, we goofed that up. They had their own Halo Forger. They're gonna get their own Ronus Vortex, bounce this off. We goofed that one up. You have to remember that Yargle's still gonna be legendary. So we lost with the blue deck, but no fault of the blue deck. It's pretty much our own fault. Though probably does not help that. Okay, hold on. Cancel. Okay, I guess we're doing it again. Sorry, I meant to. Or I could just give this guy the win. Nah, let's go for this. Turn 2, yeah, I'm gonna force him to have the removal spell. And I can just I'm basically gonna go for the Halo Forger. Sure, they gain 3 life. I could bounce it also, I guess. Nah, it's an early trade. And I want to exile for Halo Forger. Shipwreck Marsh. I could sacrifice it to itself to draw a card. Probably not the best use. Next turn we will... Ooh, Warcrafting. Okay. So, Dread is actually pretty good too. Not going to be able to cast Furnace Gremlin though. They do get the free Incubate. So one way to protect our creature is to just to just use our own Ronus Vortex on it. Suspect we might have to be doing it quite a bit. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. Probably... Ooh, I can make it a 10-4. Force our opponent to have removal for it. Yeah, we might be misplaying this again. So both of these are the same. Opponent might now just drop this one. I'm actually Devilish Valley. Now this one does not really combo. Well, it's still a 1/3. So I think I'm willing to take 4. Ooh. Yeah, I did say I was willing to take 4. Let's take 4. What's a 2? Do they have no 3 mana spell? We don't have a 2 mana spell. Let's see if they have removal for this. I'm trying to think if I can hit them for 13, but that might be over. I might rather just have a blocker back. Not gonna sack. We're gonna need as many blockers as we can. So we're gonna see our opponent does this. Mindful that this one has trample. Opponent plays Yargle, so that bumps this. Might actually sacrifice the Valet, which is actually a good choice because that gives this one trample and haste. Ooh, that might be a problem if they... Yeah, he's thinking about it. Ooh, that's a very mean one. Do they have a 2-drop? So if they have a 2-drop, we're already dead. Yeah, we're... Oh, wow. That's a... Oh, wow, and look at how big it got. That was very brutal. No, there's no way around that. Yeah, the blue one is awfully weak if you don't hit the removal. So and it actually accidentally gave it a second shot. Definitely not going for it. Let's go for the red one this time. So we did note that it did have quite a bit of removal. Yeah, quite a bit of removal, good enough to... Though I think they tweaked it so it's not full of removal. Yeah, Devilish Valley is a very nasty combo with this. Can't keep this. We can definitely keep this. Let's see. 2-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. I like the first strike and trample because it's very good out. I might just give up the hanger scrounger here. Unfortunately, because of the lands we drew, unless we hit a basic land, we're not getting anything cheap. Yeah, not happening. Maybe we could hit a basic land next? Okay, Blood Crypt's good. We're gonna do Yargle first. Because next turn we're gonna do Dragons. We're gonna do Action Infiltrator and hold up Whirling Strike. Okay. Opponent might sack this. Yeah, definitely sack that one. Yeah, card, give it Vigilance, sure. I can blitz this, give myself the treasure token, but if I swing with both, I'll have no blockers. I should swing. I should swing first. See if our opponent just takes it. Yep, they're taking it. We'll play this guy. The blitz creatures are actually very good sack targets to Yargle. Opponent should be awfully suspicious by now. Though this was a good call because if our opponent decides to activate, ooh, they dropped a really big one. Let's see if they swing. Yeah, they're not gonna swing. Makes sense. Nope, it's legendary. Let's remember that. I can swing at both. Unfortunately, this is just +2/+0, so that doesn't help quite a lot. Let's see if our opponent just gives that up. And we're gonna do the green one next. Yeah, next turn I'm just throwing the entire board out, so yeah, this one can pump enough, so that's just enough damage. This one is really brutal, especially with because Yargle has so little toughness. It's actually such a big deal. So the question now is, does our opponent... Okay, opponent will play that land. They haven't played the land yet. So I'm now incentivized to swing with all 3 creatures. They are now forced to have a removal spell. Okay. Let's see if they have the removal spell for this. Yeah, they definitely do, but I am still forced to play it. Oh, they don't. Okay, we I'm pretty sure they had it. Okay, yeah, that was a good one. Whew, that was close. Yeah, definitely gonna be starting late on the draft. I keep forgetting 9-3. Definitely claiming this one. And now let's do, without further ado, let's go green. So we saw that they have the super huge frog. I'm pretty sure they have trample effects also. And trample effects, probably not actual fight spells, but more like punch spells, where it's just deal damage equal to power. You don't get hit back. That's gonna be actually quite important. So turn 2, Wary Thespian. We need to hit our 3rd land. I'm willing to keep this one though, because we do get a free Surveil. And we can Urborg Repossession if we have to super desperate times. Okay. Hold on, this is unless you control 2. So Wary Thespian turn 2, Yargle turn 3. We can probably sack the Thespian to draw a card, get the Surveil trigger again. We'll see how necessary that is. Oh, Kami of Whispered Hopes would be a really good one to sack the Yargle. Like tap for 9 mana. Nested Shambler is also a really good one too. Who does not like 9 squirrels? I actually have to keep that. Opponent has their own Nested Shambler, sure. Oh, opponent actually took it. Okay. So it'll be really bad if our opponent also decides to Yargle the Nested Shambler. Though we can kind of buy some time with Gaia's Gift. So next turn we play Dead Cat Blade. We have... Ooh, no, just going prototype. No Yargle yet. Definitely we'll swing with this one first. Play a bunch of 1/1s. So next turn we're kind of counting on Gaia's Gift to take us all the way. Opponent finally Yargles. Goes for the Clear Cutter, so they're going for the big mana. They're going for big mana. I wish this... Oh, wait. We might have enough mana for this. Yeah, you might as well double stack it. But yeah, I was right. Green had trample effects. I actually forgot that Gaia's Gift also gave trample. Most people just pay attention to indestructible hexproof, but man, reach and trample, especially the trample, that's the most important one. So we're finally gonna go through the white deck and see why I haven't seen anyone play it yet. It's gonna be interesting though. Definitely like the green, the red, and the black ones. The blue has potential, but I feel like it's... feel like it could be better. Well, it did have a really neat combo. I guess. It's really all about the flying and control. So it kind of works that way. Let's see, what do we have? So a lot of sacrifice effects. Yoshin Medic's nice. I'm a bit scared to keep this. No Yargle to bargle with. We do have removal, but it's kind of on the late side. Anyway, given that amount of time, I'm not going to be able to give this deck the fair shake. Probably should, though. Oh, hit ourselves a Yargle. So next turn, I'm actually incentivized to play the Medic first. Because because of the sacrifice synergy. Let's see if our opponent has an outfit. They might just Yargle right away. If they do, I hope we have the one more mana to hit or extinguish the light, or at least hit some sort of removal spell. I can also just swing with Flesh Taker just to... for the +1/+. Okay, when it goes for a naked Yargle. Next turn, if our opponent goes for Yargle again, I can still kind of buy some time with the Bola Slinger. See what our opponent has. Alduvian Atrocity, complete with Menace. Oh! It's easy to forget that this actually has a mana value of 5. You're not getting anything out of it. Yeah, opponent's price. Because remember, costing 2 less does not affect your mana value. So this is still a 5 mana card for all intents and purposes. Carrier Troll. Okay. Opponent's going for it. Yeah, I don't want to put it on here. I actually don't have any incentive to play Yargle this time. What gives? No, our opponent does have some incentives to, yeah, sack to Yargle. Okay, they're... not the strongest. Because I can do Bola Slinger, tap this. I can still give this one indestructible. Opponent kind of just gave up. Yeah, this is a give up moment. Yeah, actually the okay, now this one was actually a very weird case. I feel like it's not indicative of the power of mono white. But that was fine. I'll take that. I'll take that win. Anyway, so that is Yargle Day. So hope you guys enjoyed. I think they're gonna stick with these two emblems from the all time onwards. Those are probably the best ones. But anyway, I have a draft to do, so that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications, and whatnot. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Do take care.